Hi everyone, I am Wafa Lango and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. Today we have got the 11th model auxiliary verb that is known as used to. Before starting the lecture, if you are new and not subscribed the channel, please subscribe my channel, press the bell icon for more grammar videos. Now let's begin today's topic. We have got the model auxiliary verb used to. Before starting the model auxiliary verb used to, let's have a quick definition of model auxiliary verb. Must, ought to, should, can, could, may, might, will, shall, would and used to are called model auxiliary verbs. If you remember, we discussed that some of the grammarian, they say that used to is a model auxiliary verb and some they say that it is a structure. Now we will be facing a lot of problems while making their simple negative, interrogative, formal and informal sentences. So I have tried my best to change them in as a model auxiliary verb in passive voice and as structure in passive voice. If it is a model, some of the grammarian may not agree with me, but I have kept the both picture sides for all the learners, that if it is a model auxiliary verb and I can prove you that if it is a model auxiliary verb, so why not to use it in this way in passive voice and their simple negative, interrogative, formal and informal. And if it is a structure, so definitely then we should not include it in model auxiliary verbs. So let's begin the model auxiliary verb 11 that is known as used to. Keep in your mind, D is silent, it is not pronounced but written. Before starting that, notice there that we will learn the detail of model auxiliary verbs in parts of speech. As I told you, verb when we start, so verb has got some 20 plus kinds, and in these 20 plus kinds, one of them is called auxiliary verb. Then auxiliary verbs have got 4 kinds, one of them is called the model auxiliary verb. And for model auxiliary verb, another note that model auxiliary verbs are studied in 2 categories. First one is called the secondary level and the second one is called the primary level. In secondary level, we are learning the percentages like we have done, must, ought to, should, can, could, may, might, will, shall, would. We have already discussed in our previous lectures. And in primary level, here we will learn the usages of model auxiliary verb. Like model auxiliary verb can is there, it is used for physical ability, it is used for mental ability, it is used for authority, it is used for permission and it is used for possibility. So different five different usages of model auxiliary verb can. When we learn the all model auxiliary verbs usages, those will be called the primary level. Let's begin used to. It is used for past habits and actions which we don't do anymore now. We use this model auxiliary verb, or you can also call it a structure. We use used to as a model auxiliary verb or a structure for past habits and actions which we don't do anymore, which we did in past but now we don't do it anymore. In my point of view, if we say it is a model auxiliary verb, it should be changed in the way I have changed it, and I will make the sentences in next slide. And if it is a structure, so that should be changed according to the structure. So first we will discuss it as a model auxiliary verb used to, how you are going to change it from active voice into passive voice. In active voice, we have learned that subject does something. In passive voice, subject is affected. In active voice, subject does something like see. Here your subject is the doer of an action, you and I is the doer of an action. In passive voice, subject is affected. When it is affected, keep in your mind, it is called agent. And here you and me are the doer of an action in a sentence, because agent tells us it tells us who does an action. So agent tells us who does an action. In this sentence, you and me are the doer of an action. And in passive voice, when object takes the place of subject, so there it will not be called the doer of an action, there it will be called the title or the topic subject which we are talking about. This should be in your mind. So simple sentences which make simple statement, formula for that is subject, used to, bare infinitive, object, full stop. Now see, what is bare infinitive? Bare infinitive means when a first form of the verb works as a noun in a sentence is called bare infinitive. Bare infinitive is one of the kinds of verbal. Verbal has got some 3 kinds, gerund, participle, infinitives. Then infinitives have got 9 kinds. One of them is bare infinitive. And bare infinitive means first form of the verb works as a noun. Here play and tease is the name of an action. Keep in your mind, this should be clear to you people, because we are not doing it, we are just taking the name of these actions. and talking about them. Clear? And in passive voice, subject used to be third form by agent and full stop. If I say that used to is a modal auxiliary verb, so we have to use it as modal auxiliary verb. Like I say, I used to, I did not, I used not to, use I to, use I not to, usen't I to. This should be in your mind, that should be clear to you people, that how you are going to use them. And if it is a structure, that we will be discussing in next slide. And some of the grammarian, if they say that it is a structure, then structure says definitely the tense you have to use for that. Yes. Now if I say can is a modal auxiliary verb, I can make you understand about can. If I say can, I can teach you, negative should if we make like this, I cannot teach you. If you say that it is a modal auxiliary verb, so then you need not to use did. If I say I can play chess, I do not can play chess, can I say? Or I did not can play chess, I will not can play chess, I am not can playing chess. So definitely there you will not be able to change it in this way. This should be in your mind. Clear? And one another thing, that if it is a modal auxiliary verb, definitely you will not change the structure of modal auxiliary verb used to, because it will be used as ought to. Like we have the short form of ought to, oughtn't to. Clear? Oughtn't I to play chess, oughtn't chess to be played by me. Like we have made the sentences in this way. If it can be like this, so why not used to? So this should be in this sense, should be clear. And if it is a structure, definitely that will be, we will be discussing in next slides. If it is a modal auxiliary verb, we are going to change it in passive voice in this way. Like I say, you used to play chess, chess used to be played by you, I used to tease my teachers used to be teased by me. Now this is used for past habits and actions now we have left. I used to play chess, now I have left. You used to play chess because now you have left. Why? Because you have got some works, you are busy or something like, but that was your past habit and action. And I say I used to tease my teacher. This is a past action, this is a past habit. See, I say I used to tease my teachers, now I have left this action. I know that what should be respect of a teacher, and I have become a teacher. Now this is what I realize, that there must be a respect for teacher. Teacher is one who takes you from earth to the sky. So this is what I say, I used to tease my teachers used to be teased by me. Negative sentences, those sentences in which we deny the statement, reject the statement, refuse the statement. You used not to play chess, chess used not to be played by you, I used not to tease my teachers used not to be teased by me. In the same way, interrogative sentences, those sentences in which we ask question or put queries are called interrogative sentences. Use you to play chess, use chess to be played by you, use I not to tease my teachers, use my teachers not to be teased by me. Okay, keep in your mind one thing, that D we write but it is not pronounced. It is written but it is not pronounced. You will say used to, not used to. You will not say used to, you will say used to. D is silent, you will not pronounce it. In the same way, formal sentences. What are formal sentences? Those sentences in which we ask question, deny the statement, and we ask them in a formal way, polite way, respective way. Use you not to play chess, use chess not to be played by you, use I not to tease my teachers, use my teachers not to be teased by me. Informal sentences, those sentences in which we ask question, deny the statement, we ask them in an informal way, all called informal sentences. In informal sentences, let me clear it for you people first. Even the grammarian may not agree with me, because I am saying that if it is a modal auxiliary verb, so it should be changed in this way. This is my argument, and I have just said you people like can is there, so you are not changing can in all sentences, even you take it to the can't. In the same way, must into mustn't, might into mightn't, may into meant. So why not to use to into usen't, like ought to into oughtn't to. Clear? So in this way, usen't to you may not find in any dictionary, but I say if it is a modal auxiliary verb, it should be written in this way, short form. Like we say, usen't you to play chess, usen't chess to be played by you, and usen't I to tease my teachers, and usen't my teachers to be teased by me. This is the way to change it from active voice into passive voice as modal auxiliary verb. And if it is a structure, so this should be changed in this way, which we are going to discuss. We don't have time. 15 plus minute video cannot be uploaded on YouTube. So this is what my target is, to make you understand it within short. I am in a bit hurry, in order to make you fast understand. I say, my sake of knowledge says, that it must be a structure, and as a structure you can change it in this way into passive voice. Now see, structure used to from active voice into passive voice. If it is a structure, so definitely you are going to change it. We don't have to have a lot of time to discuss that what is active voice, passive voice. One thing, that active voice, in active voice subject does something, in passive voice subject is affected, and when it is affected, it is not called object, it will be called agent. Now simple sentences which make simple statement. Formula, subject used to, bare infinitive, object, full stop. In passive voice, subject was and were, used to, be plus third form, by, agent and full stop. We have said that it is used for past habits and actions. So for past habits and actions we use was and were. So let's have the sentences as structure of modal auxiliary verb from active voice into passive voice. You used to play chess. Chess was used to be played by you. It is like past indefinite tense. If I say I played chess, chess was played by me. I called them, they were called by me. So in the same way, was and were you will be using as past. And here we have not used did, because in simple sentences we don't use helping verb did. And if you are using helping verb did, so that will be put in negative, as like tenses in interrogative, informal and in informal sentences. I will say you used to play chess. Chess used to be played by you. You used to tease I used to tease my teachers. My teachers used to be teased by me. And if you are using was and were again, then your d will be removed, because two times we cannot use second form. Like we say, I played cricket. Cricket was played by me. I play cricket. I did not play cricket. So played is changed into play again because of did. So because of was and were, again it will be changed into first form. D you will remove in passive voice. Negative sentences in which we deny the statement. I did not used to play chess. Chess was not used to be played by me, by you. I did not used to tease my teachers. My teachers were not used to be teased by me. Interrogative sentences, those sentences in which we ask question or put queries, are called interrogative sentences. Did you used to play chess? Was chess used to be played by you? Did I used to tease my teachers? Were my teachers used to be teased by me? Formal sentences, those sentences in which we ask question, deny the statement, we ask them in a formal way, polite way, respective way. Did you not used to play chess? Was chess not used to be played by you? Did I not used to tease my teachers? Were my teachers not used to be teased by me? Informal sentences, those sentences in which we ask question, deny the statement, and we ask them in an informal way, like, didn't you used to play chess? Wasn't chess used to be played by you? Didn't I used to tease my teachers? Weren't my teachers used to be teased by me? So these are the sentences of modal auxiliary verb and structure used to from active voice into passive voice. Hope you got today's lecture. Wish you best of luck. See you next time. Goodbye.